Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Wheatley, and not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. The open man is Smith. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
On second down, Wheatley, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And now look at him go. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 87 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On second down now, Wheatley looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. They'll set up a throw.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Mostert. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down.
And he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here's a toss play right to Mostert.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
The ball carrier.
Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Steps away to his left. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
For the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
And he pushed it. He pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Cardinals, nothing.
On 2nd down, Wheatley. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down.
Check 26, check 26. Watch the twins. Watch the twins.
They'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I got it. Switch.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The Cardinals' 16-yard line.
From the 16, Murray. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need it? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. On 2nd down now, Wheatley, and he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They're going to look to throw. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 2nd and 1. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
57. Mike, 57. In your face.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he finds his man. That's Butler. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
At the 23-yard line.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Von Miller, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
57. Come on. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the slant. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
57 to Mike, man. Cycle. All day, baby. All day. All day. Here we go. Nice 57.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half.
Watch 89.
Cliff Kingsbury, part of that new breed of head coaches, and his guys are going to go for it.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Ready? 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, tight.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Intercepted by the...
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the 1st half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the 1st half.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At his own 3-yard line.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Set to kick off.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. The The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mostert. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
This is Mostert. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them. Perfect time to get it done.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Again, the ball carrier.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here's Murray from midfield. Flush to his right.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
They hand it off to Mostert. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Raheem Mostert.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
Isaiah Simmons.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
49er 1st down.
handoff. This is Mostert.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now Murray off play action. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Von Miller, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Here's Andy Lee now. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Stay on the ground with Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
From the gun, Murray. Being chased out left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Touchdown. Hakeem Butler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Makes the
Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd down.
The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
49ers.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's bring it. 48 for Mike. We ain't giving him nothing.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And a 49er first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Robbie Gould on for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important fourth-quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
He'll look to throw. Open man, Butler complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
In on the tackle. Brings up 3rd down.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A lane there to run as Mostert able to get about 7 there on 1st down.
Now the Card's going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Today's final score, Niners.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Niners, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.